Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. This week, I want to talk about dumper feelings when their ex moves on. Most people who've been dumped do not want to move on, and if they do move on, they usually don't want their ex to find out. But what if I told you that it may actually help you to get your ex back if you do move on? How? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. But first, I want to welcome back my beautiful no-contact army. Have you downloaded my app Silencio? The link is underneath every single video and podcast, and if you have and you enjoy it, or even if you don't, please leave a rating or a review. And if you too would like to join our no-contact army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification, and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com, where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. Okay, so people are often afraid to do no contact because they think that their ex will think that they've moved on. And in fact, I've done a video on that, and I will post the link in the upper right-hand corner on YouTube. And in that video, I talk about how you cannot use logic to predict how someone is going to act when we're dealing with romantic feelings. So just as your ex will not necessarily think that you've moved on if you're in no contact, they may actually become more attracted to you if they think or know that you have moved on. Again, not logical. And in this video, when I talk about moving on, I mean that you are dating other people. Now, you may think that by moving on, your ex will be happy because, well, they didn't want you in their life anyway. Well, initially, that may be true. When they break up with you, they don't want to hear from you. But as time goes on and they don't hear from you, when they thought you would at least reach out at some point since they got rid of you and you didn't want it, they will begin to look at you differently. They'll begin to wonder what's going on and why you could easily walk away and now it seems even move on. They may wonder if you ever even had feelings for them. So all these question marks turned upside down become a hook, and that hooks them back into thinking about you. And when they're thinking about you, their interest level is going to go up, and it has to go up past 50% if they're going to reconsider getting you back. So sometimes moving on can be the way to raise their interest level. Let's talk about how your ex feels when you do move on. So your ex may initially be relieved if they were totally done with you, or if you did not take the ending of the relationship well and you were constantly contacting them or pestering them, then they may actually be happy that you moved on. So now they can move on themselves in peace and not have to worry about you popping up. And if you're freaking out right now, remember, I said your ex may initially be relieved. But as time moves on, what happens? Next, there may be curiosity and surprise. As I said before, they thought you wouldn't let them go so easily, and so they'll be surprised to see that you're moving on. Just because they didn't want you to chase them, it doesn't mean they didn't expect you to. They may even wonder if maybe you already had someone else that you were speaking to, or if you were ever even interested in them, if this was a shorter relationship or a dating situation. And by the way, if you are enjoying this video, please remember to give it a like so we can help our friend, the YouTube algorithm, recommend it to other people. And yes, other people can also find out what the dumper is feeling when they move on. Okay, next, your value will go up in their eyes. Why? Scarcity creates value. Something that is scarce or is believed to be scarce has more value, like diamonds, or how about Lamborghinis? How many Lamborghinis do you see on a weekly basis? I live in Los Angeles, so I see them almost every day. But for the people who don't live here, they probably do not see them every day or even every week. So if they were expecting you to beg and plead or to contact them at some point and you don't, the fact that you're now dating is a message that you will probably not be contacting them. So it appears that the window of opportunity to get you back is closing. And if they're having second thoughts about the breakup, they know that they need to make a move sooner rather than later before things start to progress in your dating life. Next, they may reconsider the breakup because of social proof. What is social proof, you may ask? Well, I have the Wikipedia definition, and that is a psychological and social phenomenon wherein people copy the actions of others in choosing how to behave in a given situation. And the term was coined by Robert Cialdini in 1984. So an Italian, something else the Italians came up with, as if we hadn't already come up with enough. Okay, so social proof. Let's say there are two Chinese restaurants across the street from each other, and one is full of people and the other one is empty or almost empty. So which one are you most likely to walk into? Yes, I know somebody was probably going to say, well, the empty one, because there'll be less of a wait. But most people will want to go to the busy one because they assume the food will be better, and there must be something wrong if the other one is empty or almost empty. So when it comes to dating, when your ex sees that you're moving on and dating other people, they may think, well, if other people find him or her attractive and they're willing to date them, maybe I made a mistake. Maybe my ex is more valuable than I originally thought. These other people see value in my ex, then maybe I missed something, or maybe my ex has changed and now they're more valuable. They may even ask themselves why they ended their relationship if someone else seems to be very happy with you. Did they miss out on something, or did they miss something? So that works in your favor. And then finally, there's a good chance your ex will be feeling jealousy. If your ex's interest level had already started to grow because of no contact, then jealousy will be a great friend to you, because if they're wondering whether they should reach out, they're going to make the decision to reach out sooner rather than later. When you go no contact and stay there, the thought is going to cross their mind that you've moved on or are dating or in a new relationship. And they're going to assume that you've moved forward with your life. And if their life isn't going that great, they're going to question their decision to break up with you. The tables have now turned. They thought they were going to be happier without you, and now it looks like you're happier without them, and they're worse off without you. And in order to induce this jealousy, I have the 2-drink trick, which I have talked about in other videos. And basically, you post a photo or a video of 2 drinks, and if it's a heterosexual relationship, make sure they're not both girly drinks. Like, don't post 2 drinks with umbrellas, because most guys do not drink drinks with umbrellas, although they're missing out. So make sure one drink looks manly and the other drink looks more feminine. So the implication is that you're out on a date. And if you're going to use the jealousy card, you have to do it correctly. And I've actually done a video on that, so I will put the link in the upper right-hand corner. But basically, you have to be subtle. Because if you start posting someone else right away, they're going to think that you're doing it to get back at them or that it's a rebound. So you got to do it correctly. So listen to that video. And by the way, if you are going to start dating, you also have to do that correctly. Don't do it just because you want to make your ex come back if you're not emotionally ready, because you will get triggered when you're on your date. You're going to be thinking about your ex during the date, and as soon as you get home, you're going to want to break no contact and contact them. So do not start dating if you are a mess. However, if you are ready to date but you're not totally emotionally available, then you need to be honest with the people that you date and let them know that you recently got out of something and are not looking to jump into something right away. So if someone is looking for something more serious and is willing to jump right away, then you're not going to waste their time. And I noticed that a lot of people on dating apps have just gotten out of something. So keep that in mind if you are on a dating app or a dating site. So to recap, as to the dumper feelings when their ex moves on, initially, they may be relieved. Next, there will be curiosity and surprise. Your value will go up in their eyes because of scarcity. Then there is social proof. And then finally, there's a good chance they will feel jealousy. So now I want to hear from you. Are you ready to move on and date other people, or have you already started to, and how is it going? Let us know. And in the meantime, if you would like me to help you get your ex back, contact me at theartoflove.net, and we will send you the rates. They're not on the website, and the direct link for that is under every single video and podcast. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.